Good morning, everyone. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning, dynamite service with explosive results. Make sure you guys are using the right oil when you are filling up your blower. And depending on how long your gas sits, I only use non-ethanol. But if this gas sits in here, because we don't use these blowers a whole lot, we do, but you know, a gallon of gasoline is going to last you quite a long time with these little blowers. If this sits in your trailer for a long time, gets condensation, that gas goes bad. If you've pre-mixed it with oil, it goes bad even quicker. And you'll notice that you're not getting the power and you're bogging down. And you're either running rich or running lean, or you got condensation in there. You're going to have to dump that gas out, get good gas, get yourself some good gas, and start over. So I don't pre-mix anymore. I did with motorcycles for a long time, but that's because we're burning through that gas quickly. I keep raw, non-ethanol gas in here, and then I'll mix into here. And I have been doing this for such a long time that I already know what color I kind of need and how much. So I don't measure it. But if you need to measure it, then measure it. Make sure that you're accurate. That way you're not having any problems or issues. We are going to be sanding and sealing. So if we're sealing on the same day, then you are not going to wet sand. Wet sanding is a lot easier because it doesn't break your back. Dry sanding is a lot more tedious, and it's what we used to do all the time. Wet sanding is by far the way to go, but you leave valleys with wet sanding. You really have to be accurate, and there's a technique to it. It takes a while to learn how to do it, but it's a lot easier on your back. So you're gonna need a couple different brooms for this dry sanding today. Because we're sealing on the same day, those pavers need to be 100% dry. So they've sat for 24 hours, they've dried, and we're ready to sand. We're gonna blow the driveway off first, then we're gonna sand. We're gonna make sure that we're 1/8 of an inch below the chamfer edge, not the beveled edge, the chamfer edge. 1/8 of an inch below that. Do not oversand these joints. I just got done, restoring a job where it was ridiculous. I mean, it was above the beveled edge. It was crazy. And it was polymeric, so fun, right? Anyway, I'm going to give you guys another helpful little tip here. There's going to be some joints that need to be filled in after you're done. Can you do it with your hand and just throw the sand down there and try to filter it in? Yeah, you can, but watch this. Everybody probably uses different types of surfactants, and I'm sure some of you guys have used Gain Original Laundry Detergent. It's not a bad surfactant to use for house washing. It's not industrial standard. I get it. I understand. But it does work. And those caps that come on there, these little caps here. So you can see that little cap right there. You can see how it has that nice little edge to pour your soap out, right? That makes for a great little dispensing unit to pour sand into some of those areas that need to be filled in without overdoing it. This is the sand that we use on this particular job. This is a pool filter sand by Quikrete. It's an angular sand, non-chlorinated silica sand, and really helps lock in place because it's angular. Unlike a play sand or a paver sand that's rounded, this angular sand really helps lock in place. So I like that. Here's the couple of different brooms that you're going to need for this dry sanding technique. You're going to need a multi broom, which is kind of a coarse edge. You have a sort of a soft edge here, and then you've got a little bit coarser in the middle. Okay, and that's going to help push your sand around today to help filter in things and push things around. You're going to need an edge broom, a broom that you can work your corners with. And if you have any other particular areas, you're going to need something that you can sweep and it's kind of like painting or anything else. You're going to need a cutting brush. You're going to need you can't just have one large broom and hope that you get those corners. There's just no way you're going to get those corners properly. So take a walk with me. I'll let you see the driveway. This driveway has been cleaned. We have not blown off. So we're going to have to do that. I'm going to turn you around really quickly. I'm using this 20 volt. This has Viton seals. It's a 20 lithium ion pump up sprayer. This is a 4-gallon backpack sprayer. I put about 3 gallons in here. And it's got a really meaty little trigger system here that you can have it always on. I'm going to be swapping this out because I do not use the cone. I'll show you what I use. I use the wide fan. So this has to be swapped out, and we'll show you what that looks like. We'll come take a quick look. But this has a waterproof battery box here. We'll open that up, let you guys see that. There's where your battery goes, right in there, all watertight, pretty nice. It has about a 4-hour run time, so plenty of time to do your job, more than enough time to do your job. Let's get that snapped on there. Kind of hard with one hand, sorry about that. We're gonna be laying this sealer today. This is the Foundation Armor SX5000 water base. This is a 7 to 10 year sealer. This is not like your Uraseal. This is not like Orca, which are great, phenomenal sealers. But those do have to be maintained. This is a 7 to 10 year product approved by the Department of Transportation in several different states. And it is really powerful stuff, meaning that it really protects the stone. So I'm gonna turn you around here. If you guys can see, we keep all kinds of little spare parts everywhere. But with this particular case here, we have some parts in this bag here, and we're gonna swap that cone out for this one right here. So you can see this is gonna be a high volume, and unlike a cone, which is recommended by the manufacturer to use the cone, but when you're using a cone, you distribute a lot of drips, and so you are either going to have to back roll that or come through with a rag and hit your high spots. I use a wide fan, nice even coat. This does require 2 coats, but unlike a lot of other sealers, this coat you're going to be putting on when it's wet. And the stuff is really, really great. You guys are gonna get to see the after photos, but we had all kinds of construction stains on here. You know, this thing was really, really bad. And we were able to get all of that up and make it look really nice. We had a lot of oil over here. And so, you know, all in all, the thing came out really, really good. We've got another area over here where they put a guard up against the wall here, a spray guard, when they were spraying the house, and they got stuff all over, paint that was all over the place, and we were able to get all that up. There are a couple of spots that we weren't able to get up, unfortunately, but all in all, things look really, really good. And you can see now that all of the areas that had the polymeric sand that was built up above this beveled edge. This is the chamfer edge. See that line that runs nice and straight? Okay, that's going to be what's referred to as the chamfer edge. You can see the line really defined clearly here. Nice straight line. That's the chamfer edge. Then this rounded edge is going to be your beveled edge. So we don't want any sand above that chamfer edge at all. We want 1/8 of an inch below that. And so, you know, as you can see, those joints and seams have been blown clear. They're ready. This interlocking paver system is now ready to receive some good sand. And that's what we're gonna do this morning. Have a great day, everyone. Keep cleaning. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning. Dynamite service with explosive results. Now, we used a lot of caustics yesterday, you know, in regards to the stripper, in regards to everything from, you know, sodium hypochlorite to, we did a full efflorescence treatment on this. You know, so this poor little grass, you know, took a beating. And as you can see, if I turn you around, this is a day later, and it's not too bad. You know, you have a little browning through here, and I think you can see a lot of the before videos that browning was sort of there from the weed whacker cutting. But you know, a lot of your drain, we kept this really in good condition. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't see a whole lot of root damage. You're going to see a little bit, but you can see over here, if we walk you know, towards the grass over here, you can see, you know, right in here, the yellowing, and this is sort of from foot traffic and dog pee and that type of thing. So you know, the grass isn't, you know, maintained, but we did a great job. The grass is maintained, I should say, but we did a great job of keeping it relatively green for all those caustics, which is a chore in and of itself. Now that grass will bounce back in areas that it's, you know, gotten hot. because it was kept wet, and we neutralized the pH. So I got to get to work. Have a great day, everyone. Keep cleaning. Trevor Thompson, TNT Pressure Cleaning. Dynamite service, guys, with explosive results. Make sure you guys do it right. And once again, there are many ways to do these types of jobs. There's many ways to wash your dishes, many ways to wash your clothes. So we're looking for effectiveness, efficiency. Now, at the end of this job, I will be using, unlike a couple of traditional yard stakes, I take these paint stakes. These are paint stirrers. I got some caution tape here, you can see. So we're gonna caution that driveway. I take these paint stirrers, stick them in the yard, okay? Just like this on each side. And then I wrap the tape around there, and that sits for 24 hours. So that will be what we will do at the very end, and that will be to remind people to stay off the driveway. Yesterday, I took a couple of my cones, these smaller cones that I keep by the front of the truck. I took that cone and I coned off the driveway so nobody would drive in the driveway. It would be a reminder. And that way nobody drives on there, gets any tire prints on there while we begin our process of work. We're gonna blow all this out here. This is from yesterday. This is from doing a gutter clean. A curbing clean. We're gonna blow all that off, make that look pretty for them, and begin our process. So off we go. Take care, everyone. Make sure to have the right brushes when you begin to sand. Bye-bye.